living, so I thank her as I go. This gon' sound conceited, but I know.
We're situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the Washington Commanders and the New York Giants. It's 3-0 versus 2-1, a good early season battle as we're underway in week 4. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. Now they go play action with Howell. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 35.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Airing it out deep for Woods. And this is caught inside the 5. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Jelani Woods, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Commanders need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now, this defense for the Commanders, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Well, that's not the way you want to start. A first pass attempt and a first drop all in one.
Well, you've got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously not the way you want to get things started. Got to shake that off and get going.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down.
Here we go. 19 right. Check. Panther 11.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. The Giants at 2-1 now to start the campaign, and they move back above 500 with a victory last week.
And you look at their start, a win, a loss, then a win. This might be something we see from them a lot this year because when they're at their best, they can play with anybody. But bringing their best every week, that's been a challenge thus far.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46.
You know, it was tough for them to stand on the sidelines and watch the other team take it downfield and score, wasn't it? So they knew when they got on the field, it's on them. Pick up first downs, get downfield and score. How about them picking up that 3rd and short?
I was just going to say, you and I were talking before the game, those 3rd down conversions are going to be huge in this one. So 8 yards on the completion there, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. Up the middle with Barkley. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And he can't quite bring it in. Might have heard footsteps there across the middle. Second down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game. But after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Shepard. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st down, Howell. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Howell to the air on 1st and 10. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. 32 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Joey Sly to kick off for the Commanders.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just
the throw for Tony is intercepted. Picked off by Jamin Davis. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Christian Watson, 26 yards. And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Commanders 41, Giants 3. Joey Sly to kick off for the Commanders.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Shepard. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
A very good return that time. 18 yards.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
Out of the gun, it's Howell.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
The offense schemed, going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker that the defense almost relaxed and said, we got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
So here we go, 4th down. Howell
slings this deep for McLaurin.
Touchdown, Washington.
Terry McLaurin, 37 yards.
And the Commanders are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the route is on here in this first half.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, That answer is 1, and that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Okay, break.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Looking to throw. Shepard. That'll be, and a loose football.
And it's Washington that scoops it up.
And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Shepard.
As this complete to Daniel Bellinger. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Now, that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They'll get this out to Barkley, complete.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Check pass, check pass.
Off play action. Shepard.
Pass to Bellinger on the crossing route.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. That one goes for 24 yards. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
Alert, alert. Hey, check that, street.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he's going to ball his way into the end zone for a Giants touchdown. Saquon Barkley
with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to cut into that deficit.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is down to 28-10. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 13 yards there and a Washington first.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
They'll go play action. Howell. Over the middle into the hands of Woods. And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43. Now the Commanders going to burn the second of their timeouts
as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Now try to pick it up on third.
Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
First down, Howell to throw. This pass caught. It's Woods. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it'll be second and a couple. Little bootleg here. Howell.
They'll roll him out right. Looking for his running back, and he's got him.
Oh, he's brought down. Remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick.
Rolling to his right. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. It's a loss of 4, and now it's second and goal. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one.
Sly able to put this one through.
And that will do it for this first half.
So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting group from Washington who are out on top.
As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter.
The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
And this will be a Giants first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat.
On first down,
Shepard. This one goes out wide for Barkley.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's second down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 45-yard line.
Back to throw. Shepard. He finds his man, complete. That's Phillips.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 35.
A good pickup there of 20 yards. On first and 10, Shepard.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, partner, they certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
They'll look to throw again.
Trying to find Barkley on the out route, and he's got him. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 24-yard line.
Back to throw again.
Over the middle, he completes it to Robinson.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11.
It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackled him for a loss.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. That's Daron Payne with a sack that time. They've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
And this one is right through.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They'll throw on 1st down. Here's Howell.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
A CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything. From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big pickup of 38. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Now they go play action with Howell. This is caught. It's Christian Watson.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Howell throwing on 1st down here.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the 2nd half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
2nd down throw for Howell.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. With a play fake, and now here's Howell to throw it. Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Giants are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Throwing on 1st down. Shepard.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jamin Davis. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And this one is incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get the field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
And he's going to get this pretty close to the 1st down marker at the Giants' 33.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there, and they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They have 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. Faking the handoff. Howell. Pass out left, caught by Woods. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. If they continue to throw these safe passes, who can blame them?
To the goal line, but it's incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
But you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Sly able to put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their...
But he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Now here's a throw that's complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. The Giants on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. And they'll send the slot in motion left. On 3rd down, Shepard. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Hey, check that. Go check. Orange 70. Hey.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Giants go on 4th but come up empty. And the Commanders come through with a 4th down stand. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
And some room to maneuver. Touchdown, Washington. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. You can't ask for a better first quarter of the season than that.
And you're not supposed to look ahead, but guess what?
You're going to?
They have to, because when you get to if you get to 4-0, you're not just thinking playoffs now. You're thinking about, okay, this team has the capabilities of winning a Super Bowl. They could very well be the best team in the NFL at this moment.
I think they played the best. I mean, there have been a few hiccups offensively and defensively, but probably the best team we've seen, right?
And has the ability to get better.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Shepard. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
To throw on 3rd down, Shepard.
I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Cut back team! Cut back team! Hey, smash Russell!
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty.
And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. Howell to the air on 1st and 10. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down. Howell out of the shotgun.
He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And they'll get this down to the 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
1st down, Howell to throw.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
But, Charles, in this win, they've really just had one speed, and that's been all out. They're still driving the ball downfield despite the circumstances and the big lead, and they just continue to find ways to get into the end zone with ease.
They're certainly in that zone where almost everything they try is successful and often leads to points. Teams don't get those types of games very often, so when they do, many of them just want to take advantage of it to the last second.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. Well, they've got the huge lead now. They have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Off play action. It's Howell. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there. Field goal unit and Joey Sly now. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. Sly able to put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, the only silver lining on the other sideline, CD, is that they kept him out of the end zone, but still, that's another 3 points added on to this large lead.
Yeah, no shortage of scoring or big plays on defense in this one. And even up by 4 possessions, still finding ways to create opportunities and capitalize with points.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jamin Davis. And the Commanders are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They came into this one with a vision, Charles, and it has played out exactly as they had hoped, if not even better. They've got the huge lead here, and now the football for the final moments of the 4th.
Yeah, and it was apparent that they were the better team, right? We figured that out pretty early.